Niantic just dropped the content update for August. We're going to go over all the events, all the raids, all the spotlight hours that will be happening this month, and I will tell you which are the best Pokemon to hunt. So let's jump right into it, starting with the raids. First up in the 5-star raids, we are going to see Moltres from August 3rd to August 12th. Then we're going to see Thundurus incarnate form from August 12th to August 21st. And then finally, we will see Xerneas August 21st to September 3rd. Now, these are all pretty decent Pokemon here. I will say Moltres runs better as a shadow for a raid attacker. It can also be used in the Master League as a bit of a spice pick there, non-shadow form, although you could run the shadow form as well. Now, Thundurus incarnate form, that is not the preferred form. The Therian form is better, but this is definitely a good chance to farm some candies for it. They do use the same candies. Plus, you can also maybe get the shiny for it. And then Xerneas is a good fairy type raid attacker, and it is the #1 fairy type to run in the Master League. Generally, you want its signature fast move Geomancy, which it probably won't have here as they didn't advertise it as having it. However, this could be a good chance to hunt a good one, a shiny, plus get some candies for it if you already have a good one with Geomancy. And if you do end up getting a good one from these raids, it might be a decent one to use an elite fast TM on to get that Geomancy move. Next up, we have the Mega Raids, where we're going to see Mega Aerodactyl from August 3rd to August 12th. Then we'll get Mega Kangaskhan from August 12th to August 21st. And then finally, we will get Mega Salamence from August 21st to September 3rd. Now, if you're working on your Kanto decks, this Mega Kangaskhan is definitely a good one to go after. At least get one for the decks, as it's a regional and it doesn't come around too often. And then Mega Salamence is a top tier dragon type attacker, and Salamence itself is good in the Master League. And Mega Aerodactyl is a pretty good rock type raid attacker as well. And then in the Shadow Legendary raids for this month, we are going to see Shadow Suicune appearing. So if you haven't got the shiny of this one yet, definitely a good one to go after. It's not particularly good for much else. You could run Shadow Suicune in the Master League. It does rank better as a non-shadow, so you might even want to purify it if you get a good one. But if you want to have some spiciness or some variety in there, you could keep a Shadow Suicune to run in the Master League. Now let's take a look at the raid hours. These happen every Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m. We get whatever 5-star raid bosses in raids at that time, spawning in gyms for an hour. On August 7th, we're going to have Moltres. On August 14th, we're going to have Thundurus incarnate form. And then on August 21st and August 28th, we are going to have Xerneas, a very nice one there to get a double spotlight hour for. So 2 chances to go out there and hunt that Shundo. All right, next up, let's take a look at the spotlight hours, and then finally we will finish with the events. But we do have some great spotlight hours this month, starting with Drillbur on August 6th with 2x catch XP, Laleep on August 13th with 2x catch candy, Mankey on August 20th with 2x transfer candy, and Magnemite on August 27th with 2x evolution XP. These happen every Tuesday from 6 to 7 p.m. and these Pokemon will be spawning everywhere in the wild, except sometimes you'll come across one other rare spawn or 2 out there. But generally these Pokemon will be everywhere for an hour, kind of like a community day, but without the shiny boost. Now, all of these Pokemon have some use in Pokemon Go. Drillbur evolves into Excadrill. Excadrill itself is a decent ground type raid attacker. The Shadow is much better though, generally ranking in the top 5. So this is a great time to farm some candies for a Shadow Excadrill or 2 that you might want to power up as a raid attacker. And then Shadow Excadrill can also be run in any of the open leagues. It does rank highest in Master League, and you can also run the non-Shadow in PvP, but the Shadow does rank higher in each league. Then we have Laleep, which evolves into Credilli. Credilli is a decent Pokemon for both Great League and Ultra League. It is a little bit of a spicy pick, but it does break some cores there, so it's definitely a good one to have on hand. And then Mankey evolves into Annihilape. Annihilape is a great Pokemon in every league. It does rank best in Great League, and then Ultra League a close second, and then Master League it's about rank 50, but definitely a good one to get some PvP IVs for, plus a hundo for the Master League. And then we also have Magnemite, which evolves into Magnezone. Magnezone is a little bit of a spice pick in all of the open leagues, generally ranking better as a Shadow. It also performs very well in the Electric Cup, again ranking better as a Shadow, and it can fill in as a pretty decent electric type raid attacker. Once again, as a shadow. So this spotlight hour is definitely a good one to farm some candies to power those up. All right, now let's take a look at all the events that have been announced for August. There is some interesting stuff in here. So we are starting off with Adventure Week here that is running from August 2nd to August 12th. So a very long one there. We get quite a few days of Adventure Week, but that's because it is also going to overlap with the next Rocket Takeover event. So you can see that next event there, August 8th to August 12th, Adventure Week taken over. In there, we should get grunts having some new Pokemon, as well as new Pokemon with the leaders and a new Pokemon for Giovanni. Following the pattern we have, this might be Shadow Rayquaza making its Pokemon Go debut, which would be pretty awesome. We'll have to wait and see whether you can use a Meteorite on it to teach it Dragon Ascent. You won't be able to Mega Evolve it, but if you could teach it Dragon Ascent, then you could have a Mega Rayquaza and a Shadow Rayquaza, both using Dragon Ascent. Mega Rayquaza already kind of squishy, or Rayquaza already kind of squishy, so as a Shadow it will be a little bit squishier even, but it will hit super hard. And then of course also overlapping there with the takeover event, we are going to have that Shadow Raid weekend. This should be Apex Shadow Lugia. It was teased in the season trailer, and I have heard that that was their original plan, so hopefully they stick to that. We get Shadow Apex Lugia this weekend, and that may be foreshadowing, pun fully intended, Shadow Apex Ho-Oh also returning later. And then the next event starting August 16th and running till August 20th is that 2024 Pokemon World Championships. That will be our Go Battle Week for this season. So during that event, you'll generally be able to do more battles. Should be a fun one there if you enjoy PvP. And then August 18th, we're getting August Community Day Classic. No idea what this one is going to be. That could be interesting. Give me your predictions down below. What do you think for an August Community Day Classic, or what would you like to see? Personally, I'd like to see a Beldum, but I don't know that that's going to happen. It might be something more fossil related, as Adventure Week generally relates to fossils. Maybe they'll keep that theme going. But then we're going to get another event August 23rd to August 30th called Triumph Together. There's no times listed here, which is interesting. I don't know if they just forgot to put them on there. Very interested to see what happens though, what they announce later on. I'll definitely bring out a video on that, of course. And then August 31st, we are going to get August Community Day, and that has been revealed to be Popplio, finishing off our Alolan starters, and Popplio and its family getting its shiny debut finally in Pokemon Go. That Primarina shiny is, well, it's a primo one. Definitely one that I will be going out to play. And Primarina, a very useful Pokemon, very good in GBL, so definitely a good one not to miss there. All right, everybody, that's all the information I have for you in this video. I will come out with a video for Adventure Week very soon. They did drop all the details for that, so that will be the next thing coming out on the channel. If you don't know, that's generally fossil related. That remains true this year. There aren't a whole lot of like new fossils coming out there, but there is some good stuff in there. We'll cover that in that video. But in the meantime, let's say a big thanks to our mythical members, Body on a Planet, Kate, Fallman, Assassin Octopus. Thank you to them for supporting the channel at the mythical level. It really does help out, as well as all of you who watch the videos, comment, come to the live streams, chat, like, lurk, all that stuff. Super helpful, and I'm very grateful for you all, and I look forward to bringing you much more Pokemon Go content in the future. Happy hunting, I wish you much shiny luck, and we'll see you in the next one, friends.
I've got something incredibly funky.